Tell us a little bit about your story. Where did you come from? What's your background?
I was born and raised in Fort Worth. My background, I have a background in pretty much everything. I've done music, I've done youth leadership, I've done podcasting, I've done art. I'm a very creative person, really. I kind of dip my hands in everything, down to even being somewhat of a barber. I think I'm a very creative person, but that's just kind of my background. I've always had a knack for wanting to create, wanting to leave an impression on everybody that I know or even the world.
That's what's up. What's a moment in your life where quitting felt like the easiest option for you, but you didn't?
A moment in my life where I felt like quitting. I think a lot of us have a lot of the same reoccurring issues and we just don't speak on it. But there are times where my family is in need, and as a man of the household, it's my job to make sure that we don't fall. And that's when I feel like quitting sometimes. It's like whenever it's too much, but I can't quit because it's not just me anymore. I got my wife and I got my 2 kids, and it's like whether it'd be a lot easier in my mind to say I just want to quit. But I realize if I quit, I'm not just letting myself down, I'm letting my whole immediate family down, and that was just not an option.
I understand. What does keep going mean to you personally?
Keep going, it means just that, but it isn't surface level as it sounds. Keep going just means don't stop. Every day above 6, the terminology, every day above 6 feet from the ground is a blessing. You just gotta keep pushing. I understand as a man now that life isn't about just living life to be happy. We are privileged to live life, which means we get to experience sadness, we get to experience struggle, we get to experience happiness, we get to experience all of the human emotions. So the fact that we wake up every morning, that from the moment that your eyelids are open, that's a clear sign for me to keep going. Like, there's no stopping. It doesn't matter what direction you walk in. If you're just standing still, then what's the point, It's either you keep growing or you die. And I refuse to die. I got a lot of people that depend on me. I got a lot of people that look up to me. I gotta set the example for my kids, so I have to keep going.
Good shit, bro. How does the gear make you feel when you wear it?
It's as simple as a reminder, man. I put it on, and whether I'm working out or whether I'm doing something creative and I'm just tired, working multiple jobs, doing multiple side gigs, it's the keep going shirt to me is just like a little knot around my finger. Just like, oh yeah, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep pushing. I gotta see this through. It's like armor at the end of the day. Like, there's so many negative things in the world, and they intentionally or unintentionally try to bring you down. And it's just good to have that little piece of armor whenever you look down or whenever you look in the mirror. You just see that keep going underneath the KPGNG. It's like, that's what it is. It's reassurance. It's my safety net, because sometimes it's so easy to fall into those thoughts. It's so easy to fall into the negative influences. When you don't have that little bit of positivity, that little push, it's easy to succumb to all that. So that's what it is. It's armor at the end of the day. It's a reminder at the end of the day. It's telling me, it's a reminder from me to me that you got to keep going.
Yeah. When people ask you about the brand, what do you tell them?
I tell them the truth. The brand was intentionally made for, it's not necessarily self-help, but it's mental wellness. Like, that's kind of what I tell them. I tell them it's meant to keep us motivated. It's meant to be a reminder. It's meant to be supportive. It's meant to be for onlookers. When they look at your shirt, they notice. That's the first thing that they read is keep going. It's just it's a friendly reminder, and it's a message, and it's a powerful message. Simple one, but powerful one, that it's not just for you, it's for everybody who comes across the brand. And that's just what it is. It's a reminder to keep going, to keep pushing. Where would we be as a society, as a species, if we didn't keep pushing forward, keep pushing those boundaries, breaking those ceilings, So as simple as it is, it's the most powerful message that you can give anybody. You just gotta keep going, keep pushing, keep moving, keep going.
Amen, brother. What do you think a lot of men are silently struggling with right now?
I think a lot of men are struggling with being able to share amongst their struggles. It's funny, I brought it up the other day to a couple of buddies of mine. Certain things that I'm struggling about, something about men, we just don't like to share our struggles. But it's funny that I think we're all similarly going through the same thing. And when I express what I'm going through, it's like, man, I know exactly what you're going through. It's like, man, why couldn't we share this? Like, I could have used a support system, but I think it's just men don't feel comfortable sharing. I know we're coming into a place in time where it is acceptable. It is, if anything, it is kind of embraced. It's almost recommended that we start sharing, but we're just coming from generations that kept it in for the longest. We come from generations that bottle everything in, and we're realizing that wasn't the healthiest thing to do. And I want to do the best that I can for my children, so I want to do everything the correct way. Not necessarily pacify them, because I know that everybody in their life is going to go through struggles, but ultimately I want them to know that they have the tools to communicate with me. They have other people that they can communicate to. This world is ugly, but just as ugly as it is, there's some beauty to it, and there are resources, and there are people that care. And for some reason, men have yet to comprehend that. I know I want to see everybody in my life succeed, and if they need a shoulder to lean on now, I think they can reach out to me. I think they know they can reach out to me the same way that I would feel comfortable if I were to reach out to them. That's the thing that men struggle about, is just communication, being able to share, being able to feel vulnerable, and just, not bottling everything in.
Why do you think this brand and this message needs to exist today?
I mean, just like I spoke on it earlier, man. Truth be told, it needs to exist because we're breaking generational curses. We have to separate ourselves from our fathers and our forefathers. They did the best they can with what they had. But they grew up on the basis of, this is what a man is and this is not what a man does. We have to break that stereotype of, it's okay to reach out for help. It's okay to talk about your problems. I don't think that we're there yet, but I think what KPGNG is doing, I honestly believe in what they're doing, and I think they're going to be the forefront of this and break those stereotypes and let everybody know that it's okay to reach out. Because the last thing we want to do is quit. Like I said, we got to keep going. We got to keep pushing. So that's why the brand needs to exist.
Good shit. What does brotherhood mean to you?
It means an alliance. It means being confident in the ability to share. It means being vulnerable. I think a true successful person has the ability to wield and control every single one of his emotions. whether it be sadness, whether it be struggle, whether it be hardships, whether it be happiness, whether it be depression, if we're not utilizing our feelings and expressing them thoroughly, all of them, and I don't mean just the ones that we want in the forefront, I do mean all of them, then it makes it hard on an individual. It makes them want to stop, it makes them want to quit, it makes them want to retreat to their rooms and sit in darkness, when all it takes is just to lend a ear. And it really is just lending out a hand and picking that person up. And once that person is up, that's when you give them the nudge, the push, for them to keep going forward.
So, what keeps you going today?
My kids. My kids keep me going. But it's not just all my kids. You know, I have a lot of personal goals as well. But I make sure that my kids are first. I make sure my kids have everything that they need. But I also want them to look at me, look at my life and look at my accomplishments long after I'm gone and be like, damn, Dad went and followed his dreams. And he had us. He had multiple jobs, he had multiple struggles, but he went after them. Like, there should be no excuse. You should be able to go do what you want to do. Be happy about it. Don't regret anything. We're only given one life, and life is extremely, extremely too short to be worrying about what everybody else is worried about. Like, you got whatever your dream is, you go chase it. You go after it. Nothing is impossible. If you want to be whatever you want to be, see other people doing it. If one person can do it, anybody can do it. And if nobody has done it, you got to be the first. So that's what I do it for. Is I don't do it just for me, but I also do it for my children, to make sure that they live in a world where they know their goals and their dreams are possible.
Awesome. If you could say one thing to your younger self, what would it be?
That everything's gonna be okay. That doesn't matter how dark it gets, eventually you're gonna find a light. All it takes is time and patience. But while you're in the dark, keep hustling, keep pushing through. Everything will be okay. Everything is meant to be the way it's supposed to be. If it was meant for you, it will be. You just can't stay still. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if you're on track. If you just sit on track, that train will come running you over. You gotta keep walking, keep going, keep pushing, keep hustling. Just you could not stay still. That's what I would tell my younger self. This is why I keep going.